What up, folks? It's your boy TB at SMB coming at you. We got our market close update coming in. We got 5 minutes left on SPY. Let's see what SPY does. So SPY just unstoppable today. I mean, really, really, look at this. Just could not be beat. This was just the easiest trading day a fella could ask for. And did we fucking nail the bottoms on some of these drawdowns? Holy moly, this was just a dream of a day. You just don't get days like this. The bears are just gone. Every pullback was a bear trap. Literally everyone was just a huge bear trap, and I didn't buy a single put, so I could not be happier with myself. I only bought calls, and I only took wins today. No losses. This was just the perfect day. Really a dream. And SPY looking like it wants to close above 420 today. Apple just not going to let the market go down. Um, Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, we hit some homers today. It was great. It was great. I woke up to a my call that I swung. It was a single $100 call I swung. No one knew CPI was gonna beat. That's the thing. I'm not beating myself up. Yeah. I wish I bought 10 of them. I should have bought $1,000. If I was wrong, I would have woke up down $1,000. No, I'm not gonna do that. It went up 250%, so we woke up to a 250% gainer. That was awesome because CPI was way below everyone's expectations. Everyone expected it to come in at like 0.3%, 0.4% inflation over the month of June or July, and it was flat, 0%. Inflation has slowed. We have peaked on inflation, and yeah, market just opened up like 1.8% up, and we took profit on that call. We took about what did we take? Took about a $288 gain off of that. So I'll write that down. We're up $288 right out the gate. 288 off of that. Next trade we took. Um, we grabbed more SPY calls because obviously this was the best news imaginable for the market, so it was going to do nothing besides go up today. Um, so we open over here and we pull back. So we run up to this key level, this super key level here at 418.85. Why is this level so important, you ask? You can draw back way over here. Uh-oh. And where is SPY consolidated? It has consolidated at this level multiple times. See, it bounced off of that level there. It bounced, pulled through there, bounced, pulled through there, consolidate right below, break, and then what happened when it re-breached this level back here? It just dumped. So that's the reasoning for why that is such a key level. I can show you on the futures overnight. It's even more obvious in my opinion where that level is so important. Whatever, I'm not going to be able to find out in ES. Anyways, I had that level marked out, and that level was just absolutely money all day today. It was just perfect. We bounced off of it, we pull back, we tested 9. Look at this candle. I saw this candle. I see you, candle. So I opened up my first call, a $435 or a $420 call on SPY. Open that up at 644. This is my leg in. I'm legging into the play. I'm giving it some time. So I grab it right over here. Immediately it comes down. I'm not worried. I know we're going to see some consolidation. We might see some pull down. But it was just a huge bear trap. And what I mean by a bear trap is, and we have our close right below 420. What I say by bear trap is, let me actually get this in frame so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about. Bear trap is we open up, we sell down to this level. We get a big bounce off that level. So that's a level. Watch for that level right there at 417.22. We bounce up, we come off of 418.85, chop down. We break below this level, but we only wick below it. So we get a hard wick, high volume sell wick below that level to make bears think, hey, we're breaking below this level. We're going to drop. We're going to fill the gap before we get more of a bounce. And it was just such a hard, huge fake out. And I bought that fake out so perfectly. I bought it right on the dot. I grabbed a second call. I averaged in. So my first call I bought for $212. And then my second call, I buy right there at 726, right after I see that candle close at $160 for a nice little average down leg into the solid position, and it paid. We come up, and the rest is history. We just rip up, rip up. I ended up taking profit on these at about 835. So yeah, ended up taking profit right here on that candle because that was a shooting star candle. It kind of spooked me. So that was just money. I mean, I bought a call at the lowest point of the day. I could not be happier with myself. I was thrilled. That was truly exhilarating grabbing that call right there because that was just like so money. The only shitty part was is that that call did not move very well because there was so much volatility in these first few minutes that my first call that I bought was so expensive because I bought it over at the top of this candle, and so many people were buying calls right there that it just drove the price up so high that by the time we were back over here, I bought this call at like $210. By the time it was back over here, it was only worth like $185. So it did not recoup as much because of just the premium burn on that, because it was like such a highly bought call right out of the open. Um, so we break out of this just obvious bull flag. We get this channel, this nice little channel bull flag breakout. Rest is history. You can see why this level is so key. What happens? We test it, break. Uh-oh, we're pulling back. Where do we pull back to? Right to that level. Where do we go? Close to that level. Oh, we break this level. So here is another huge bear trap. Because we know this level is key. We break this level. It's looking rough. Oh, wait, we're just going to test VWAP. Bounce. Bear's trapped. Squeezed. See you later. Wick down, test the level. We're gone. Wick down, test the level. Uh-oh, another bear trap. We break below it. Bears are trapped. And what's it do? Just gone. Just from 418 all the way to 420 to close the day. Super duper bullish close on the day. Just an insane day, really. So, anyways, back to that first call. So, these other calls I end up selling for $75 profit. So we go plus 75. Then my next play, what did I do next? So I grabbed some NVIDIA. I grabbed NVIDIA at $176. That just ripped today. I mean, oh my god, that went straight up today. I wish I grabbed more, of course. So I'm holding that. I'm at a cheaper price than I was. I could buy back in and be at the price I was previously at $181. I gotta see what tomorrow looks like first. This was just a stupid green day. Like, there has to be some small pullback tomorrow that I'm looking to buy. Because we are back into buy the dip. I firmly believe we're back into buy the dip territory in the stock market. So I grabbed some NVIDIA. I bought some SoFi. It closed basically where I bought it today. 100 shares of SoFi. Just a small YOLO hedge just in case that does a crazy short squeeze or something. I sell those calls. I grabbed 10 more shares of Google because Google looked like it wanted to break out today. I haven't checked it, and it hasn't. So look where it wicks up to. Look at that line right there. That line isn't just some line I put there. That line is the very top of this channel, and it wicked up perfectly to that and rejected. So I need to see Google break out of this to the upside. But I think Google is just a very safe stock. It's not risk on. It's not going to garner huge gains, but I think it's just very safe. I'm willing to throw about $5,000 into that. No big deal. Because it's not as volatile as something like NVIDIA. It doesn't have days where it drops like 10%, like NVIDIA can sometimes, like it did very recently. But grab more of that, average down. Then my next play, I get some small little 0 DTE. I'm just so confident that SPY is going to rip. So at 9:30, 9:54, and 10:40, I average into this 0 day till expiration calls. So let's take a look-see. So where did I say? At 9:30, 9:50, and 10:40. So 9:30, I see this bear trap. I'm like, this is just a trap, dude. There are no bears today. Draw the trend line, break it, grab one right there, chopping around at this level. Where did I grab the next one? At 9:50. So at 9:50, I'm confident we're going to get a bounce off of this level. We do. We bounce. I'm up. We're pretty green. Oh, look at this. Big fake out red candle. Huge sell-off of this previous trend line. So we made another bull flag up here. Not even really a bull flag. Kind of just a clean trend line that we had from these two highs from there to there. We bounce off of that hard. We retest this candle, or we wick down to this level. I grabbed another one after we bounced off of that, we rip up, and I end up taking some solid profit off of this candle over here at 10.50, I believe. Yeah, 10.51. Took a $70 gain off of that. Right. Let me make sure that's correct. My second calculator out. So that was just another super easy, and I just wanted to take the gains. Those 0-day expiration gains can just evaporate literally in seconds, so I had to take my gains after that. So 84 plus 78 plus 81, that means $243. I ended up selling them for 315. 243. So $72 gain off of that. Plus 72. So we're at 435 on the day. Next up, I'm watching Spy, and I see Spy do this big dump, and I'm like, another bear trap. They're giving me another opportunity. Look at this perfect double bottom. Just fucking. I mean, this is like you open a textbook and you look at the most bullish patterns that the stock market can make, and this one was like just checking everything. We didn't get an inverse head and shoulders, but it's like we get a bull flag at the open, we get a test of the 9, we bounce hard off of that, we have this perfect level that we just sat on all day to just give you the perfect entries. I mean, this was just like spoon-fed perfect stock market. Look at the VWAP, just went perfectly sideways all day. Because I mean, it was a relatively like choppy day, but I was just like so confident that there was just no way that we could get a huge red candle at all today. And I'm looking on Twitter, and there's these people that are just like trying to short this, and I'm just like, what am I missing here, man? There's just like the Bears are just completely in control today, or Bulls. I mean, like the Bears are just gone. It's just a fake out. The Bulls are just giving them fake outs and just trapping shorts. Um, so I ended up grabbing another one off of here, and then I see Spy, we're curling up, and I draw my trend line. We break the trend line right there. So I grabbed another of the same contract, mind you. I grabbed another one of those at $100, and then about an hour and a half later, so I grabbed this at 11:04, way over here, because I just wanted to leave a runner. I was going to let this one go to 0. This was just in case we just rip up another $2 on Spy. I grabbed one right there, and then at 12:30, way over here, as I see we're ripping, I grabbed another one. I averaged down, so I grabbed another one at $1.72, so I was at $172. I ended up selling those for 200 combined. Yes, for a $28 gain off of that. Um, so that was pretty dope. So then my other trade was, of course, I'm like, oh, look at AMD. I'm like, how about I lose some money on AMD? So I did take a loss. I forgot about AMD, and it wouldn't have been a loss. I'm just an idiot and sold too early, like I always fucking do on AMD, because I swear AMD just like manages to mess with my head in such a way. I don't understand what it is, why I even bother with it. But I grabbed an AMD call as we broke this high. We rip up, break the high. I'm buying the breakout. I can see this is an important level. We double topped off of it. And then what to do? It reverses, of course, bounces off the 5 EMA, and then goes where I thought it would go. So it could have been a profitable trade, but at this point I was just like, so like, why am I even bothering? I've been doing great on Spy, just focus on Spy. So I just sold it, said fuck it, and took an $18 loss on that. So minus 18 on that. What else did I do? Oh, and then yeah, the only other thing I did say, I sold all my Mara. So, Mara, it is short squeezing. Holy shit, it just went straight up today. Like, literally fucking straight up all day today. Like, unreal. I ended up selling at $16.21. I had 100 shares. I could have sold it like 17. I didn't time the top perfectly. Oh well. I took I believe, $180 gain off of that. So, plus 180. But I'm just like, dude, how often do you buy a stock and then the next day it goes up 20%? Like, I just have to take gains. I don't know. It could go up another. I'll trade it. I'm going to keep an eye on it if it does keep going, but I'm afraid the shorts are going to step back in. If we get any pullback at all, that's what happens when these stocks rip up like this. They just go straight up. If the bulls ever show up, or the Bears show up, if they were to show up right here at this level, 1775, they could knock this down like 15% in one day, like no joke. So I don't want to be holding when I had my chance to sell. I'll never forgive myself. And I will actively trade it. If it continues to rip, I will buy calls. I will day trade it. I don't need to buy and hold shares. I just don't feel the need for it. So I took my profit, And that leaves us with $625 on the day, baby. Just a fucking... No, wait. Minus 18. So $607 on the day. Just a perfect day. I was thrilled with today. Our account went up bigly. I could have sold NVIDIA for our $100 to pump up that number, but I'm just going to probably hold NVIDIA for the time being. Same with SoFi. But yeah, I mean, shit, we got... It was like the best news you could hope for. I just don't understand why people were trying to short it. I'm so glad I didn't. Like, I knew. I said this. I was like, when two things need to happen. Inflation needs to slow, and Powell needs to come out and say that they're thinking about pausing rate hikes, and both of those things have happened. So, SPY is just super bullish right now. Like, there's so much bullishness right now. I don't get it. The earnings weren't as bad as people thought they would be. Inflation is peaking. Powell is saying nice things, and the stock market is forward looking. That's why the stock market was dumping back in April, because it was forward looking. It was looking at inflation, looking at oil prices, and being like, oh, this is getting worse and worse and worse. And now, what's the stock market doing? It's looking forward. It's saying, oh shit, oil is getting cheaper. Inflation is coming down. The Fed is becoming more dovish. They're going to pause. They're going to slow. And now, what the hell? What happens when all the things go nice? The market just goes straight up. And we are seeing that. Oh my gosh, SPY is just... Look at that beautiful Hanging Man candle. So this candle is just... Oh, it's just perfect. Looks different on SPX. I don't know why it does that. But just a perfect candle. It's got a nice long wick to the downside, telling you that the bears, they try to pull it down a little bit, but the bulls just closed out super strong today, right at 419. Is that correct? 419.99, right below 420. Almost got her. So, yeah, this is a super bullish. We broke out above this previous high over here at 417. Now the next key level, next target, 430. Of course, just right on the dot. That's where we have this past resistance. The overall down trend line is right up here, right about 430. So if we were to just rip straight up to that, we'd about hit that trend line. We can look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is actually broken out of this trend line. So look at this. We have a close above this trend line, above this huge downtrend line that we've had. We got to close above that. That's huge, dude. And the 200 EMA is right there. We could test that and rip through that. But that's crazy. But don't be too crazy about this. This has happened in the past. This happened back in March, where we had this clean trend line that we broke through. This is where we broke. It ripped out of that. Everyone's like, hey, everything's good. I thought the same thing. I was looking at that trend line over and over, and I'm like, it's a break. It's bullish. And then what happened? We know what happened next. But yeah, today was just a crazy day. So we do have VIX below 20 as well. That's huge. A close below 20. This also happened back look at that, the peak of April. It went down to 18. But that's huge for VIX. Want to see that from VIX. That's crazy big. But yeah, this is just a stupid, crazy rally. I mean, just insane. And bears are just getting destroyed. Just absolutely murking these poor bears. So that's a huge level that we retook. Yeah, it's just a crazy, bullish, super good day for me. $607. I'll take it. Thrilled with it, and that's just money in my pocket. That's not shit I'm holding. That is profit off the table. I took it back from the market after 2 terrible days, Tuesday and Wednesday. I finally had a day where I skewered SPY like a fucking pig and roasted it. I'm so thrilled. I couldn't have been happier with today. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys all flourished as well. Let's see where the market takes us next, man. This is crazy. I would love to see a pullback. I'd love to see a pullback because then I could buy shit cheaper. But who knows? Honestly, this market is just so crazy. People's heads are spinning. So we'll see what happens next, folks. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.